Very good. Stay with me, Ramzi. Leo, he's correct. How did the Illuminati put these explosives in the buildings? But most importantly, everybody knows the Vatican is anti-Zionist, so how could they be in bed with the Zionists?
Because secretly, this happens for a long time now, because since the Rothschilds have become the Vatican bankers a long time ago, they have been in bed with the Zionists for a long time, my friend. And especially after what happened in the Second World War, any sort of conflict that was going on between the Jesuits and the Zionists ceased. And the moment they obtained what they wanted, which was the State of Israel. This was a plan that was clearly put together by the Zionists and the Jesuits together, because you see they are the spiritual controllers of the New World Order, the rabbis who have the technology. This technology is in the Kabbalah. This technology is the same technology that is used also by the Sufis. It's the same technology that is used by everybody that has knowledge of the metaphysics at high level, and this knowledge is secret knowledge made out of symbols that control the masses of sheep below. If you want to be part of it, there's no problem. Just be part of it. Continue to be part of it. You are losing, not me. I just want to make a warning because I came out of it, and I don't know for how long they're going to make me speak. Because they have already tried in the past to arrest me and to torture me, not to talk about what I was doing in the Illuminati. I was working with intelligence operations to do with mind control that involved millions of people, propaganda at the highest level. We used to import drugs by the tons, and this was done to influence the mind of young people and to totally bend them to the New World Order. So if you want to continue with that, no problem, continue.
Okay. Ramzi?
Well, sir, according to my knowledge and history, sir, the Jews in Israel were staunchly anti-Catholic, towards the Vatican, because they claimed that, because number one, they don't believe in the Bible the way the Vatican presented.
This is not about Bibles, about Quran, about Quran. This is about cash. Cash rules. Cash is king. That's what counts.
Okay.
The rest is ball.
Ramzi, your message is well taken. Thank you. Leo, are you saying that this has nothing to do with the Bible? It has nothing to do. So is like the Bible just for the people, but the leadership is on a different level?
Absolutely. That's why the Illuminati exists, and that's why the people continue below to not. Recently, for example, there's been a film that has come out in the United States by Robert De Niro, and it shows the birth of the CIA within the Skull and Bones Society. I don't know why people still have to say it's the government that controls, not the Illuminati. The Illuminati are the people with the cash, are the Warburgs, are the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the people with the cash that counts.
Okay.
The rest is literally nothing, because they want the war. They are making money over the war. They sell weapons, these people. And if you continue to do what you do, you want to just have them continue with their establishing the New World Order until they microchip you, and the moment they microchip you, forget it.
Okay, Leo.
You are in the hands of the beast.
Okay, these people, the Illuminatis, the Freemasonries, they have been there for a long, long time, probably for thousands of years. George Washington was a Freemason, and people may not, a lot of people don't even want to talk about this subject, and I'll tell you what, when I sent the email out, and people knew that what we're going to talk about tonight, David Irving, the noted historian, he sent me an email saying that this is junk, and also some other emails from somebody else said...
Well, I want to test anybody that says it's junk, and I will test him like this. Just go on Google and put Giorgio Ugo Balestrieri, Comandante, and you're going to see list of P2 members. Put list of P2 members. Then put Rotary Club New York, headquarters of the international divisions. Inside the United Nations, there is a Rotary Club. And who is directing it? Comandante Giorgio Ugo Balestrieri, under the orders of Cossiga, under the orders of Covenbach. Wake up, world, because the people who are giving the standing orders are very hidden, and you are not capable of reacting, because the amount of junk you are listening every day through the media conditions you in a way which has never happened before in the history of humankind. People are completely on the wrong direction.
Okay. Why, if these people have been out there for thousands of years, why should we worry about them? Because they've been running the world for the last, I don't know, how long have they been out there? And when you answer that, tell me, why should we worry about them now when they have been running the world all these times?
Because the Federal Reserve, who is in their hands, in the hands of these families, is about to explode in nothingness. Because America is about to fall. They're investing in China, India, Russia. America is about to crash. The Middle East is a show. They want to make some cash before they crash the whole system. And the whole system is going to come down because America is doing something against God, but also against the system of God. And that's why they're going to be punished, and very heavily.
Okay, who wants to crash America?
The people who want to crash America, the Skull and Bones, the Knights of Malta, the Illuminati, call them however you want to call them. Freemasons are their slaves. Opus Dei are their slaves. The Jesuits are the spiritual controllers. The families with the cash, the Zionists, the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, the usual families, the old families. The old families with the cash, the old families with connections to the aristocracy, which is still also a driving force of this empire. So you have to see people like Queen Elizabeth, who is sending Prince Harry to fight the war in Iraq. That is scum to my eyes.
Okay,
that
now,
guy,
let's move into a different area. Now, you used to be a lot of things before, and one of them, you used to be a Catholic. And then in 2006, you became a Muslim and you took on the name Khalid. How did that happen?
Actually, it's not totally correct that I became Muslim in June 2006. In June 2006, I broke all my ties with the Vatican.
Oh, okay.
Because I became a Muslim already in November 2003. I converted and went back to Europe from Egypt, which I had been honored to be a guest for 1 month.
Okay, so let me.
Of the Book
Okay,
of
so
Gali family.
if you converted in 2003 and you broke ranks with the Illuminatis in 2006, then you were a Muslim Illuminati for 3 years?
And that was the big problem that was creating for me and my family, because unfortunately my family, at least my original family, is not Muslim, it's Catholic, and they have been Catholic for 1,000 years and more. So obviously this considered by some a problem, but at the same time you have to understand that my family, the Gregorio family, if you go and study in the books, has been in charge of the Knights of Malta in Sicily for many hundreds of years. So I have been part of their hierarchy naturally by being born inside, because you have to understand that Freemasonry is an object under the knights, the knighthoods. The knighthoods are standing there for the chivalry which comes from the aristocracy. And so it's the aristocracy in control of the whole pyramid. That is the occult power of the pyramid, the aristocracy. That has been ruling the world since immemorable time, and we know that, obviously. But why now, you were asking before, why now the whole thing should come down?
Yes.
Because the resources are finishing, and there is trouble on top. And I came out of it when I saw that the people on top were not capable of any solutions for what is coming up.
Okay, so now tell me about you converting to Islam. Why?
Yes.
What did you see in
I converted to Islam because I met with the Dr. Safwat. Dr. Safwat is a very particular guy. He works for the Boutros Ghali family. He is the director of the Esoteric Center in New York, with a 104-year-old big guy behind him. And Dr. Safwat is the guy who has exorcised the United Nations building. And through him, I went first in Egypt to study the real nature of Jesus. I wanted to understand really who Jesus was. Jesus, I discovered him to be a man, a prophet, but not a god. I discovered the great lie of the Council of Nicaea was the biggest lie in history. So I thought from that time onwards, I want to become Muslim. And I also was following the teachings of Said Nursi. I started following at that time the teaching of Said Nursi, which was a special guy in the context of Islam, Anatolian Islam, which is about dialogue and interreligious understanding. It is not about fundamentalism and ignorance.